Once again, back to Ek Boond Soch ki Tea Talk Train of Thought with a series of an episode with an Iron Lady of an India, Geeta Poduval. It's an interesting insight to what we got from her on exclusively on this Tea Talk show. We have seen her journey right from childhood to working in a corporate sector for 22 years, where she took a voluntary retirement, and as an anchor, as in TV serial, she had worked in an ad, and she had acted in a couple of movies, and now a larger role in your life. And how did this thing happen, like DRZYASHAKTI, like एक बूंद सोच की कहाँ से शुरुआत हुई? आपको कब लगा ऐसा पे नहीं अभी आपको इस पर्टिकुलर इनिशिएटिव को आगे लेके जाना है?
एक्चुअली मैंने ये प्लान नहीं किया था. दिस वाज नॉट अ प्लान्ड मूव. It while I was anchoring an event, there were this differently abled artist group who were performing on the stage. That was the first time I saw differently abled performing. Now I approached the head of this particular group, and I appreciated him, and I told him that I would like to stay connected with you people, and I'm very active on the social media, on Facebook, and I wrote about this whole experience, that it was such an amazing experience to see those on the wheelchair and those who can't hear or speak performing such amazing acts on the stage. So when I already acted in a film in Muscat, which was shot in Muscat. Correct. So people there knew me. So there's this event management company who contacted me, said that Geeta, can we get this performance in Muscat? They said, of course, let me connect them, and I spoke to the head, and I said that okay, I'll come as a host, as an anchor, and we can take these artists together to Muscat to perform. So we went there, and a day before the event, like I was sitting with the head of this organization, and we were discussing the sequence of events and all of a sudden this person started talking uncomfortable things. I was kind of shocked that I, being an educated female, I'm sitting across him as an anchor of the event, trying to understand the flow of the performances, the meaning of the performances, so that I can announce. And here he was talking nonsense. I first ignored it and continued with my conversation, but he then persisted. So when he persisted, this put a warning signal inside my head, and I put him off, saying that please mind your own business. This is not the way I would want you to talk to me. And from that moment onwards, it was kind of a cold situation. And after the event was over, when we went back to the airport, he conveniently kept these artists away from me, not allowing me to communicate with them. Around 2-3 months later, one of the artists of this group, who is also the Guinness World Record holder for maximum number of spins on the wheelchair, Mr. Gulshan Kumar, he approached me saying that दीदी हमको निकाल दिया, हमारे पास कोई सपोर्ट करने वाला नहीं है. He threw us out, and we don't have anyone to support us. When I heard this, I went to them. They were from New Delhi. I went to them, and I spent 3 days there with them, understood what they were going through, and it literally gave me goosebumps. I came back to Mumbai, vowed that I will support them. I couldn't speak to the girls at that time because they were in some association meeting of hearing and speech impaired. But after coming back to Mumbai, I spoke to one of the girls on WhatsApp. They are hearing and speech impaired. I can't talk to them on phone. So I started talking to them on WhatsApp. And when I started talking to them on WhatsApp, the girl started revealing things which I was completely shocked. I cried very badly that day, and my heart went out to these girls. They did not know they were being exploited, and it was a very emotional moment for me. That day I vowed that I want to support this group and see to it that their dignity is restored. I was with them for 1 year continuously, and during this period I was again continuously writing. There was this midday newspaper who published a very big article on the whole experience, and differently able from different parts of the country started writing to me saying, "Ma'am, हमको भी support चाहिए. We also need support." That is the time I realized that this particular section of the society is facing so many problems and challenges which is not being addressed and which people are not aware of. I decided to institutionalize it, and that is how my NGO और
एक बुद्ध सोच के आपकी वहाँ से शुरुआत हुई. Great. And what is the mission and the cause of an NGO like?
So basically our NGO works towards three different capacities. One is of course capacity building, to see to it that they are able to stand up for themselves with confidence, with excellent communication skills, because the society outside is not differently abled.
Correct.
Now when you see a differently abled person who does not look like a differently abled person, you will expect that person to behave normally with you.
Correct.
But that person may have a challenge, not able to behave with you normally. So what we do is that we train them like they are abled persons, and we train them to face the society with confidence, with good communication skills, and so that they can live a life of dignity. So that is one thing, capacity building. Second thing is that they struggle a lot for employment. Everywhere there is this discrimination they face as far as employment is concerned. They do not know what skills they possess, they do not know what they can do. So we give a lot of support for employment by identifying what you can do and taking them towards the stage of employment, training them, mentoring them. This is the second thing. And the third thing is that basically in the field of arts and culture in India, the art and culture field is restricted to people who are abled. Differently abled arts and culture is not given that kind of an importance or dominance. Okay, so that is the reason why we identify differently abled artists from all across the country. If they require training, we train them, we mentor them, create beautiful performances, and then we showcase them in front of the society, not as a sympathy gaining exercise, but as artists in their own merit. ताली बजाओ लेकिन अच्छा लगे और entertain हो जाओ तो ही ताली बजाओ. So that is the kind of self dignity we inculcate in these artists.
I think in this entire process, like what are the challenges you have faced in your life by being part of this particular NGO initiative?
Sir, it is very sad to say that how society reacts to. So, see, if society can react to people like you and me, you can wonder how society can react to people who are lesser able than us. Whenever I go to any person with my proposal for either an event or a transformational session, we do a lot of transformational sessions through the achievers. There are Paralympians, world Paralympians in the country who have brought recognition to India. There are academicians who have brought recognition to India. So through these achievers, we do a lot of transformational sessions for corporate companies. Now, whenever I carry this proposal to anyone, I am out of 10, 6 to 7 times I am not taken seriously. I am mocked at. And let me tell you one incident where I have taken this proposal and the person has actually picked up my proposal and thrown it on my face, saying लूला लंगड़ा को देखने के लिए कौन आएगा. Now this is the kind of mindset that is there in the society, and it pains me, it hurts me, it makes me emotional that everyone has a right to live with dignity. And I am relentlessly fighting for their dignity. And I'll keep fighting no matter how much I am laughed at, no matter what I go through, and I go through a lot every single day. Financially I don't get support, and event wise I'm not taken seriously. I'm fighting. It's a long drawn battle.
I think it's a great, basically for humanity at large, this is what we give back to a society, concern for a person who are differently able, like, and I'm sure, I think as you have we have seen your journey right from childhood to corporate sector, being an anchor, as an actress, and I could see the emotions which are behind in this particular NGO which is concerned. We would like to show for a target audience some of the clips of the performance of a differently abled person. Like, just have a look and you'll find the kind of work what this NGO is doing for transformation of a society, having a concern for the humanity at large and touching somebody's heart to ensure like he is employable and he makes his own space in a society, because everyone have got a right to live. You can have a look at those clips which are there. Like, ma'am, it's an excellent documentary what we have seen, and I'm sure the kind of hard work which you are putting in, and in the process many of the organization maybe they're going to come forward to help this cause which you are doing, and the kind you're struggling single-handedly, and the kind of work which you are doing is really great. for the target audience, we would like to show further testimonials of what they have to say about the work done by Geeta Ma in this particular space. Let's watch that. Madam, what is the future of an NGO? Where do you see yourself moving from here onwards now?
I have a single point agenda, and that is that any differently abled person anywhere in the country, be it in the remotest part, when they feel helpless, someone should go and tell them there is this DRZYASHAKTI trust, go and approach them, they will support you. That is the single point agenda.
In fact, through this ttalk platform, I would request to whoever are listening to this ttalk channel, and I'm sure the kind of the good work what Geeta Poduval she is doing through her NGO DRZYASHAKTI, just try and come forward and support to have this particular cause to touch the humanity at large. And I'm sure this is how we are going to transform the society and take care of the entire ecosystem which do exist. I think it's a real great interesting insights to what we are having from her. We'll catch up with her again on ttalk ek Boond Soch ki for an exclusive story of an Iron Lady of India, Geeta Poduval. Thank you very much. Thanks ma'am for being part of this show.